Hi guys, this is your Happythist Vedantika, and today I want to talk about one of my most favorite topics, forgiveness. It's my favorite topic because the day I decided to generate the skill of forgiving, I actually set myself free from various thoughts and emotions that I didn't want to live within me. So understanding forgiveness and the types of forgiveness in the human journey is very important. The definition of forgiveness is to release any feelings of resentment or vengeance very consciously and deliberately towards somebody who has harmed you, regardless of them deserving it or not. The day I did this, I realized that my resentment was truly mine. It did not belong to anybody. That is why it is one of the most difficult attributes on the human journey, but the most courageous one too. Now, forgiving somebody does not mean you need to reconcile with them, but it means that you don't hold yourself hostage for hurting someone or being hurt by someone. Because when you live with these feelings, you go into a state of victim consciousness of this one did this to me and that one did this to me, or I did this to somebody and I'm not a good person. And those are very low frequency energies. They will come in the way of you becoming a better version of yourself. Who has lived and not made mistakes? Come on. Now, if you've lived and not made mistakes, that means you truly haven't lived at all. So get rid of all these feelings and thought patterns, break them, add the gift of forgiveness to it. Now, there are 3 types of forgiveness that you need to make a note of. The first type of forgiveness is a formal forgiveness. A formal forgiveness is when you're walking, and somebody bumps into you, or you go to a hotel or a restaurant and they say, I am sorry. These are formal forgivenesses. You don't hold a grudge against people for keeping a restaurant shut or somebody rubbing into your shoulders. They could be busy texting, they could be in their thoughts, just lost or even blind. The second type of forgiveness is a psychological forgiveness. Why psychological? Because in this you have a little understanding of why this person has reacted to you. Remember guys, when you trigger somebody, maybe you're just having a conversation with them, but you tell them something which is like stating a fact or a truth or a lack within them, they are bound to react to you. And when they react, they will hurt you in return. So these are psychological forgiveness, because remember one thing, we don't treat people for how they are. We treat people for how we are. So I will always project onto you what you trigger in me. You trigger love in me, you trigger hate in me, you trigger whatever. I will project that onto you. So psychological forgiveness has a little understanding of why this person has treated you a certain way. So be conscious, be aware. Now the third type of forgiveness is a soul forgiveness. Soul forgiveness is for people who have been abused physically, mentally, emotionally. If you have had incidences of infidelity. Now, when we have incidences like this in our life, it does hurt our soul and we suppress all these feelings, constantly think about them, and they come in the way of our spiritual growth. Of course, on a level of pure consciousness, there is nothing so wrong. It's all a learning. But it is easier said than done. Working on this will absolutely be worth it, because you deserve to be free from these thoughts and feelings in your lifetime. Forgiveness is a daily practice. Now either you can journal it or make mental notes, whatever you're comfortable with. But whenever this problem comes into your mind, the only solution to reach it is releasing. You need to really tell yourself that you don't want to live with this. It's a pure game of intentions and thoughts. What is your intention and your thought for your life, so that you can be completely clear from within. So this is just a basic understanding on the 3 types of forgiveness, so that you don't get confused and get conflicted on where you need to forgive who and how. I know forgiveness can be very difficult, but trust me, it's a space you release. Don't nurture these feelings. They are not going to benefit you in your journey. They are going to come in between your progress and your process, reaching your highest potential as a being. So release it all and create a healthy, happy life.